Raphael Mechoulam, father of cannabis research, dies at 92. His work helped break down the chemical structures of THC, the psychoactive compound in marijuana, to figure out how cannabis makes users high. Raphael Mechoulam, a pioneering Israeli chemist who is credited with opening the field of cannabis science after identifying the structure and function of the key compounds of cannabis, died on March 9 at his home in Jerusalem. He was 92. Professor Mechoulam's groundbreaking work with cannabis began in the early 1960s, just before the use of marijuana and other drugs exploded in countries around the world, bringing seismic changes to popular culture while also kicking off decades-long battles about health effects and enforcement. His research earned him the unofficial title, the father of cannabis research. In the beginning, Professor Mechoulam's fascination with marijuana was not cultural but scientific, driven by a fascination with the chemical structures of plants and other natural products. At the time, he found the science of cannabis to be sorely lacking. Morphine had been isolated from opium in the 19th century, Professor Mechoulam said in a 2014 interview. Cocaine had been isolated from coca leaves mid-19th century. And here we were, mid-20th century, and yet the chemistry of cannabis was not known. So it looked like an interesting project. As a result, Professor Mechoulam and his team at the Weizmann Institute of Science in Rehovot, Israel, just south of Tel Aviv, began to break down the chemical structures of THC, the psychoactive compound in marijuana, to assess how it did what it did, namely, make users high. He continued this research for decades at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. In his research at the Hebrew University, Professor Mechoulam synthesized many cannabinoid compounds that helped other scientists discover cannabinoid receptors in the brain. Professor Mechoulam also did groundbreaking research on the body's natural endocannabinoid system, including the discovery of anandamide, one of the main endocannabinoids. Endocannabinoids, chemicals similar to those found in marijuana, help regulate a wide range of bodily functions, including learning and memory, sleep, immune responses and appetite. Raphael Mechoulam was born on November 5, 1930, into a Jewish family in Sofia, Bulgaria. His father was a prominent Austrian-born physician, and his mother had studied in Berlin and encouraged a broad education in many languages. In the 2019 video interview, Professor Mechoulam expressed his satisfaction with his contributions to science by quoting a poem by Rainer Maria Rilke, titled, "Widening Circles." "I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I may not complete this last one, but I give myself to it." Well, Professor Mechoulam said, it is as if in some way he is describing what is going on with the cannabinoids. It started with a small circle, and expanded, and the expansion is going on and on and on.